Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge isupport nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisisupport njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
I want to deal with what the law says about illegal foreigners. So Immigration Act, Section 32, subsection 1 says, any illegal foreigner shall depart from the country unless authorized by the department, that is the Department of Home Affairs, to remain in the country pending his application for a status. Meaning that an illegal foreigner, noma abantu bafika eSouth Africa ngokungemthetho.
eSouth Africa into right ne-wrong angiyazi. Ngikusho lokhu ngoba ngibona ipost la ukuthi i-South African Human Rights Commission imangalele uMinister wamaphoyisa, ummangalo lokuqala, National Commissioner wamaphoyisa, ummangalo wesibili, Provincial Commissioner waKwaZulu Natal, ummangalo wesithathu, Station Commander wasePoint Police Station KwaZulu Natal, ummangalo wesine, uMinister of Health waKwaZulu Natal, ummangalo wesihlanu, MEC of Health KwaZulu Natal, ummangalo wesithupha, Chief Executive Officer angisaboni ukuthi yakuphi, ummangalela wesi-7, i-March and March Organization, i-Movement, ummangalela wesi-9, uJacinta Ngobese Zuma, ummangalela ka-10, uTeresa Noji, ummangalela ka-11, uXolani Zuma, ummangalela ka-12, iDudula Movement eyaziwa nge-Operation Dudula, ummangalela ka-13, kube uSicelo Lionel Mlaba, ummangalela ka-14, uNhlanhla Bigman Mngadi kaMngoma, ummangalela wesi-15. Iningi lalabantu abamangalelwe la bamangalelwe ngoba balwa udaba lwe-illegal immigrant. Isizathu senza ukuthi bafake uMinister wamaphoyisa okuProfessor Feroz Kachale, akube u-National Commissioner uGeneral Fani Masemula, kube uProvincial Commissioner KwaZulu Natal Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, nabo MEC laba abafakayo ngoba bafuna ukuthi lapha ba-acte, kusho ukuthi bona babophe labantu laba abamangalele nabo, ngoba bafuna ukuthi lesenzo sabo abasenzayo asikho semthethweni. Ngaleso sizathu amaphoyisa awabophe labo. Yingakho ngithe mangiqala ngathi into right ne-wrong angiyazi. Kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi kungaliwa umkhankaso ukuthi asibophe laba abala illegally, kufuna ukuthi kuboshiswe abantu bala eSouth Africa? Lento ayiwakho umqondo kimi. Into engizoyenza kule video ngizokucaphunela amavideo, kodwa into engifisa siyenze kakhulu, sizothola omunye ummeli la ozoyichaza kabanzi le ndaba ye-constitution. Into engiyicabangela ukuthi ileyo, asike sifunde ngale constitution, ngoba mina iyangidaka yonke lento eyenzakalayo ukuthi why kungaphunywa umkhankaso ukuthi kwenziwa njani ukuze kuliwe nalabantu abangenela ngokungekho semthethweni, kodwa kufuneka kuboshwe labantu abalwisa abantu abangene ngokungekho semthethweni. Angi-understand mina lento. Ethi ngicaphunele nansi ivideo kaMangobese uze ukuthi uthini yena ngalelo daba.
Hi everyone. So the Human Rights Commission has taken me to court in my personal capacity, taken our lawyer to court, taken March and March to court, and some of our members, as well as Operation Dudula, and they have cited us as respondents because they are saying that the police need to arrest us for stopping illegal immigrants in hospitals who are here for all kinds of reasons besides emergency health care. And ideally the South African Human Rights Commission, that's supposed to be protecting our rights to life and making sure that the law is being upheld, is the very same commission that is now wanting to aid and abet illegal immigrants in the country instead of making provision for them to be deported and taken back to their countries of origin. So we're calling on all of you South Africans who are available on Tuesday to please join us at the Durban High Court. That's where we're going to be appearing. And we want to make our voices heard. We've been saying, we've been crying, we've been going on all platforms, trying to be heard. The country can no longer take care of all these illegal immigrants. None of our resources are capable or are even budgeted for so many people who are not South African citizens. Therefore, we call on all of you who are available on the day. Please, please, please do join us. But also, if you're not, we need you to help us make as much noise as possible about this issue, so that people know what we are going through as a country that is overburdened, that has its own people being put in the back seats just so we look good to the rest of the world. Mind you, we no longer have aid coming to South Africa to take care even of refugees. So this is our own money that's now going to take care of everyone else. And I'm just going to say it ngesiZulu lo myalezo khona wonke umuntu ezowuzwa nakhona siyacela bandla ukuthi lo nalo nesifiso ukuthi asijoyine sizobe silapha enkantolo ngolesibili Durban High Court siboshiwe if ngabeka kanjalo i-South African Human Rights Commission. I-commission thina besikholela ekuthenini ilwela amalungelo ethu, kodwa kunalokho siyibona ilwela amalungelo abantu bokufika abanganawo amaphepha la eSouth Africa, abalango ngemthetho, ababhizi bethatha zonke izinto efanele ngabe zethu. Uthi uyangena esibhedlela uyashodelwa, imbheda ayikho, i-medication ayikho. Sithi thina mazama ukuthi leso simo sisenze sibe ngcono for abantu bala eMzansi Afrika, bona babone ukuthi ithuba lokuthi basibophe. Siyacela ukuthi mangabe ukhona usijoyine eDurban High Court ngolesibili siyozwa ukuthi siboshelani kahle kahle. Kodwa ke futhi nawe mhlambe mangabe umuntu ongekho eduze kodwa uyafisa ukusisiza nje, ungasiqhubezela lo myalezo ukuze ufinyelele near and far. Ukuthi siyacela bandla abantu base South Africa singabeli abantu njalo ehlele kuthiwa hey nina you are always on your phones complaining, kodwa mase kuyisikhathi sokuthi niveze ukucaswa kwenu nokungajabuli kwenu asitholakali. So ngiyanicela ngobuningi benu ma South African, please sondelani sihambe siyoyilwa lempi, ngoba yimpi ebhekane nathi ngqo, ebhekane nekusasa lezingane zethu, ebhekane nekusasa lalelizwe. Njengoba sibona nje ukuthi uma itanasela i-crime iphezulu, ama-illegal immigrants agcwele, abantu esingabazi, iy'tolo, imisebenzi, ibhedlela, iy'kole, kugcwele bona. And thina asinakiwe mangabe sikhala ngalolu daba, kunalokho kuvele kulokhu kuthiwa xenophobic. So ngiyanicela bandla abantu base South Africa asitshengise le Human Rights Commission okuyona esikhethe ukuthi izosupport abantu bangaphandle kunokuthi support thina abantu base South Africa, ukuthi ngeke size sivume ukuthi sithathe imali yethu sikhokhele yona ukuthi ikhokhele abameli ukuthi babophe thina ngento thina njengabantu base South Africa sithi siyayifuna. So ngiyacela ke ukuthi niudlulise lo myalezo laba bazobe bekhona, siyacela bandla nibe nathi, siyabonga kakhulu.
Uzweleke uMangobese lo Ganele kwaZuma njoba bekakhuluma la ecela ukuthi abantu abaphume ngobuningi baba baseDurban. Wayesenxusa thina ke singekho seDurban ukuthi asidlulise umlayezo njengoba ngenza nje. Kubalekile ukuthi abantu base South Africa kufika isikhathi la abazothi khona sekwanele. Hayi ngempi, impi ayisizi ngalutho, kufa abantu nabangahlangene. Hayi ngempi. Siyeza isikhathi sama elections. Yonke lenkinga sikuyo nje abasiphethe emandleni. Yiba bavumela sonke lesimo. Mina ngazi nokuthi ngizoqala ngithini, ingakho ngithe kule video yamanje angifisi ukukhuluma kakhulu kodwa ngizokucaphunela ummeli. Ummeli okuyena yena uzokasifundise. Sizofunda manje ukuthi kahle kahle uthini lo mthetho waseSouth Africa obizwa ngeConstitution. Futhi into enhle uzochaza ngesiZulu. Ngizomcaphuna ummeli amavideo mabili ungibekezelele mhlambe made angazi, kodwa nje inhloso yami ukuthi asike sisiwazi nomthetho wethu lo siphethe la eSouth Africa. Lo kuyiwona okuthiwa kusetshenziswa wona. Lo kuthiwa kusetshenziswa wona. Ngizomcaphuna ke manje ummeli sikhulume kakhulu ngodaba lwedudula ngeviki eliphelile, sakhuluma ngodaba le-March and March, sakhuluma nge-MK Labour Desk, sakhuluma ngesinqumo esithathwe yi-DA nangu-Christopher Papas ngesikhathi bekabhala iletha ebhalele osomabhizinisi. Yonke lo nto leyo si-reportile, angiseze ukugxila kakhulu kulezo zinto, ingakho ngithatha isinqumo sokuthi asike sifunde ngale ayizukucashunwa yonke iConstitution, izocashunwa le ngxenye le ebalulekile kuphela.
Namhlanje engizokwenza namhlanje ngizodila nale part ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it. I know some of the people basebenzise yona le phrase to say it also include people who came into the country illegally and people who abasezweni already illegally. So ngizodila nayo le part le ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it. So okungiphatha kabi ukuthi le phrase forms part of i-chapter, I mean i-page lonke le preamble, right? But okungixakayo ukuthi kuyona yonke lento ebhaliwe lapha abantu bathatha nje just this one part ethi South Africa belongs to it, bangabisaqhubeka ukuthi ithini lento. So namhlanje ngicela siyifunde le phrase itholakala kwi-preamble of the Constitution of the South African Constitution ka-1996. Okay, let us start with reading the preamble of the Constitution. We will post as we read, we will post here, and then as we go through it now uzoyifunde. So let me start. The first part says, we, the people of South Africa. So meaning that it is the people of South Africa that are writing this preamble, right? So it says, we, the people of South Africa, we recognize the injustices of our past. Not anybody's past, but our past. And we honor those who suffered for justice and freedom in our land. We respect those who have worked to build and develop our country. And we believe that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, united in diversity. I think the last part, because abantu abaningi bavele bathathe le part ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it, forgetting ukuthi it continues and say united in diversity ngizoma lapho. So what does united in diversity mean? Let us remember in our previous videos where we dealt with the historical background of the Constitution, where does the Constitution of South Africa comes from, and yayibathitha kanjani abantu abamnyama, ukuthi abantu abamnyama were excluded from social services, from getting grant, from getting healthcare services, from a lot of things. Abantu abamnyama be excluded. So uma ke ngo-1996 the legislature or the parliament is adopted this new constitution in 1996, they are saying now South Africa belongs to all who live in it, meaning that, and it continues to say, we are united in our diversity. So what is that diversity that they're referring to? They are referring to white South Africans, to black South Africans, to Indian South Africans, and to colored South Africans. That's the diversity that they're referring to. Let us remember, black people were excluded. They were not included in parliament in 1993 or in the constitution in 1993, 1980, 83. They were not included. So in this constitution, they are now included. Wonke umuntu wase South Africa. South Africa belong again, right? And we are united in our diversity. So it also include illegal foreigners. Because I have gone through the Constitution, I've read the Constitution, I've read the Immigration Act, I've read the National Health Act. I want to deal with what the law says about illegal foreigners. So Immigration Act, Section 32, subsection 1 says, any illegal foreigner shall depart from the country, unless authorized by the department, that is the Department of Home Affairs, to remain in the country pending his application for his status. Meaning that an illegal foreigner, no matter bafike South Africa ngongemthetho abahamba. That is according to Section 32. Umuntu ofike South Africa ngongemthetho, the only provision that deals with illegal foreigners is Section 32, subsection 1 of the Immigration Act, and it clearly states ukuthi an illegal foreigner abahamba. So angazi ukuthi all those officials and your Human Rights Commission, I saw them making a statement South Africa belongs to all who live in it, meaning it also include illegal foreigners, because you never find it anywhere. Angiyazi justification yabo. So I still challenge anyone who says the Constitution of South Africa and Section 27 and other section that says everyone also includes illegal foreigner to challenge, to come forward and show me is provision in any of the statutes of South Africa esho lokho ukuthi umuntu ofike South Africa ngongemthetho kumele athole usizo lwezempilo. We can argue then singakhuluma ke umusukhuluma ngelokhu ngana nge-emergency medical services, that is section 27 subsection 3. That's a different story, but umuntu oyiphethelwe yikhanda nje nophethwe isisu, that's not an emergency. So I challenge anybody and anyone who still say that illegal foreigners should be provided free healthcare in South Africa to come forward as changes a provision because section 32 of the Immigration Act clearly states an illegal foreigner must depart from the country, meaning that an illegal foreigner must agahab.
Yeah, usekhulumela ummeli. Angazi ngenze njani ngoba kune video yakhe yesibili. Ngifisa azichaze zonke lezi zinto bangizukuba nalo ithuba lokuthi ngilokho ngifaka lama video nga-1-1. Kanti futhi okunye ngifuna ukukuveza uFloyd u-against idudula ne-march and march, u-against laba abalwa nama-illegal immigrants, uFloyd. Asiqale ngoFloyd, sicaphune ividiyo kaFloyd bese sigcina ngommeli.
Africa Maibuye movement will never associate with those who deny other people access to basic human needs. Such actions are profoundly inhuman, barbaric, and betrayal of our African ethos and Ubuntu. To withhold food, shelter, and medical care or dignity from any human being, regardless of origin, is an abomination that revives the cruelties of apartheid and colonialism, where people were treated as disposable. The other position that
Mzuleko Floyd uthe bona njenge Mayibuye ngeke bazihlanganise nalama group wabantu abavimbela abantu ukuthi bangangeni kuma healthcare facilities na kuma shelter. Angithi ya community siyakhuluma ngokuthi ama illegal immigrants wona agcwele emikhukhwini. Le mikhukhu le egcina sekufuneka ukuthi ba provide ngamanzi, ba provide ngogesi ngoba lezo zinto lezo singama basic human needs. Kodwa bebe bengene ngokungekho semthethweni. Into enza ukuthi baqhubeke babe khona isupport abayitholayo evela kubantu abanjengo Floyd. Angisho lutho ke ngayo kuzoze kuthiwa sengithe angidlule ke singene kummeli.
Let us continue. In 1997, the Constitutional Court set for a matter, Mr. Supramani, which was versus the Minister of Health in KwaZulu-Natal. This case was heard on the 11th of November 1997, and it was decided on the 27th of November 1997. So, judge that made this decision, Judge Shackleton. So the background facts quickly. The background facts Ali case. Mr. Supramani was a 41-year-old man. Why neinkulu ezahlukahlukene, but ezinye zawo recently waphethwe inhliziyo, but wathatha medication wasegcina ephathwa ama-kidneys akhe failed. So what happened in that instance was kuphoqa ukuthi i-Eddington Hospital imsize nge-dialysis. So le process ye-dialysis, sorry. So i-dialysis le wayihamba isikhathi waqala wayenza in a private hospital, and then later kwasho ukuthi imali yamshaya wagcina seya ku-public hospital, which was Eddington Hospital, right? So what the court was dealing with, or the legal question that the court was dealing with or had to answer, was whether Mr. Supramani had to receive dialysis treatment in accordance with Section 27, or everyone has the right to have access to healthcare services. So inkantolo noted that those services can be rendered if state normal hospital has available resources firstly. So inkantolo moving forward, yes, it's a decision after checking Mr. Supramani one has been using the machine for quite a long time, and furthermore there were other patients who wanted to use this machine, and Mr. Supramani udaba lwakhe langeke wayengeke sasizakala, meaning that yena impilo yakhe yonke kwezofuna ukuthi aqhubeke esebenzise lo machine. So inkantolo in this instance idila ne-emergency treatment, because ayifuna ukuthola ukuthi is it an emergency. Let's remember Section 27 subsection 3 ithi no one may be refused emergency medical treatment, right? So inkantolo ifuna ukucheck ukuthi udaba luka Mr. Supramani is it emergency ukuthi akakwazi ukunqatshelwa yini, because the only time you may not be refused medical treatment is when your matter is an emergency. If it's not an emergency, you may be refused. That's the law, that's the constitution, right? So it's inkantolo defining what an emergency is. I'll read it. It says, an emergency medical treatment meant that a person who suffered a sudden catastrophe which calls for immediate medical attention should not be denied an ambulance or other emergency services which are available, and should not be turned away from a hospital which is available or which is able to provide the necessary treatment. What does that mean? Umuntu odinga an emergency medical treatment may not be refused right? Only when you need emergency medical treatment. So you may not. So if you check isimo sikalokhunjani ukuthi is it an emergency? So inkantolo yagcina kodwa ithola ukuthi isimo sikalokhunjani sikababa Supramani was not an emergency. So yanqaba ukuthi aqhubeke ethole le medical, le dialysis le. So what does this mean? Ichaza ukuthi, because I've always heard the phrase that akekho umuntu onganqatshelwa medical treatment, even illegal foreigners, which is not true. The only time a person may not be denied medical treatment, it is when it is an emergency, it is life-threatening. That is according to the Constitutional Court, because the Constitutional Court made a decision a long time with regards to Section 27 and Section 27 subsection 3. So illegal foreigner, if a South African citizen who needed medical treatment, even though it was not emergency according to the Constitutional Court, if they could be denied access to dialysis, how much more if a person has come to the country illegally? But we'll deal with that. We'll answer that question later. Let us deal with what does the National Health Act 61 of 2003 says? One, I would like to start deal with the preamble of the statute. The preamble recognizes the past or the historical background of black people in South Africa. So it says that the National Health Act recognizes the socio-economic injustices and imbalances and inequalities of healthcare services of the past. It recognizes the need to heal the divisions of the past. It recognizes the need to improve the quality of life of all citizens. So it speaks to citizens. Section 5 of this act provides that a healthcare worker or a healthcare provider or healthcare establishment may not refuse a person emergency medical treatment. So if you take note, wonke lama provisions, even the Constitution, even the Constitutional Court clearly state or shows the only time a person may not be denied access to medical treatment, it is only when it's an emergency. If it is not an emergency, you can be denied medical treatment services. Let us go to the Immigration Act, because here we are dealing with illegal foreigners and it. So let us go to Immigration Act and what it says about illegal foreigners and what it says about the provision of medical treatment to illegal foreigners. Let us start with Section 17, which deals with the medical treatment permit. Section 17 of the Immigration Act provides that a medical treatment permit may be provided to a foreigner who intends to receive a medical treatment in the Republic for longer than 3 months. So the only time you will receive a medical treatment permit as a foreigner is when you require medical treatment and you will stay in a hospital for longer than 3 months. If your medical treatment awuzukuhlala for more than 3 months, awuzukuyithola because it doesn't need South Africa leyo treatment leyo. So it says if you're going to stay longer than 3 months, you need a medical permit treatment. And one, the institution that we're providing that medical treatment must be approved by Department of Home Affairs. It has to, that whatever hospital that we're providing that medical treatment to you has to have been or has to receive a guarantee to the satisfaction of the foreigner's treatment cost ukuthi azokhokheleka ukuthi abaqale becheck eqala nezwe lakho ukuthi lama cost ezo-incurwa isibhedlela njengamanje ukusiza wena as a hospital kufanele beqale becheck izwe lakho ukuthi bazokwazi yini ukuthi belikhokhele wena. There has to be a guarantee. If there's no guarantee, they have no obligation to provide medical services to a foreigner. And when that foreigner has completed layer cause your medical treatment, Section 17, paragraph 5 says a medical or the medical institution must notify the Department of Home Affairs when such foreigner has completed that medical treatment permit in South Africa. Meaning that as soon as that foreigner has completed Section 17, paragraph 5 of the immigration then mandates South Africa they should communicate with Home Affairs to say this person in South Africa and now so that the person may be deported back to his country of origin. Section 42 of the Section 42 of the Immigration Act clearly states no person shall aid, abet, assist, enable, help or help in any manner an illegal foreigner. Meaning hospitals, schools, whatever institution, you are not permitted to assist any illegal foreigner in any kind of way, except if it is an emergency. Section 44, Section 44 of the Immigration Act, any organ of the state shall ascertain the status or citizenship of the person receiving its services and shall report to the Department to the Department of Labor an illegal foreigner. Meaning that organ of the state, any institution that is owned by the government is the organ of the state, right? Or any institution that is owned by the state is the organ of the state. So Section 44 provides that any organ of the state shall check or shall ascertain the status or citizenship of the person receiving its services. Meaning that if lo muntu esesikoleni receive ama-services okufunda but receive ama-services okufunda, it is the duty of the organ of the state to ascertain the citizenship or the status of that particular person. So and shall report to the Department of Home Affairs illegal foreigners. If this person who's receiving the services of this institution or this organ of the state is found to be an illegal foreign, that institution or the organ of the state shall or must report that person to the Department of Home Affairs. The Department of Home Affairs then will come and check whether or not lo muntu ngempela akanawo yini amaphepha. If tholakala futhi ukuthi akanawo amaphepha, Department of Home Affairs will then call amaphoyisa, then will call ulokhunjani immigration to come and deport lo muntu back to ilokhunjani izwe labo. So there is nowhere kuyona yonke the statute that I have read and researched where kukhona lapho kuthiwa abantu bokufika futhi abafika eSouth Africa ngokungemthetho abathola usizo elokhunjaneni eyibhedlela. It is the only time umuntu okufika angakwazi ukuthola usizo eSouth Africa, it is when it's an emergency. And Section 32 of the Immigration Act clearly states ukuthi an illegal foreigner ose South Africa akabuyele ekhaya, meaning that umuntu ofika eSouth Africa ngokungemthetho akahambe. Ngiyabonga.
Umeli uyibeke kahle, acise yonke into. Yabona ke into enhle uyichaze ngesizulu ngoba lamagama mayisekhunywa lapha esilungwini phela nikhomba ukuthi isilungu sethu asifani nesilungu leso esifunda kule izikole zethu zasemakhaya nasemalokishini ayifani nalesilungu esifundwa kule izikole lezi zabantwana zomntakabanda kufunda khona la makhansela nezingane zamakhansela namameya la wenwa electile. So kodwa manje nongazi uzwile ukuthi umthetho uthini, asazike kukithi labantu laba abasidelelayo namuhla bavotelwa yithi nje funeka silungise lelo daba. Sinalo ithuba lokuvota ngonyaka ozayo, funeka sivote kahle wisely, senze sure ukuthi uma sivota sibeka abantu abazobeka abantu base South Africa phambili. Futhi sibeka abantu esaziyo ukuthi bazowuseva umphakathi. Le ndaba yenu yokuvotela amakhansela oligcina ngosuku ulivotela uligcina lesuku luwina, hayi funeka iphele manje, funeka iphele. Mina abantu enginenkinga nabo ilaba se-Eastern Cape bayayivotela ANC. Angazi labantu inkinga yabo yini, angina ayazi Eastern Cape ngayibona izwe lihle kabi kodwa sengiza ngisalithanda. Abantu bakhona bayakuthanda ukuhlupheka. Wonke umuntu othanda ukuhlupheka uzovotela ANC. It's been 31 years. Abantu base-Eastern Cape bayakuthanda ukuhlupheka. Sengiza ngibazweli noma ngibona yini e-TV anginendaba nabo bayiba abavotela ANC. Bathanda uqanjelwa amanga umbalula nethimba lakhe. Angikucaphunele yena uMangobese. Ngathi video yokugcina le ubephendula omunye usisi obeclaim ukuthi uyi-journalist une masters. Uze ukuthi uthini bese emveni lapho siyayivala ivideo ngoba kuyenzeka ube isidome esile esikoleni. Zikhona phela idome yile esikoleni. Uyabona ngezwe omunye ubaba ethi kunzima kabi ukuthandazela uhlanyo olifaka uthi hayi ngoba luzibona ngathi liyaphila. Ngicela uzwe la.
You know, I always have a problem with people who scream about their qualifications and they shout at the rooftop on Facebook every single comment. You want us to know that when you've got a this, you've got a that, you've got a degree, I've got a master's and this, that. Because eventually you let that education blind you to what the real conversation and arguments are about. And you think once you've learned whatever that you've learned, it means that it's the end for you. There's nothing else that you can be taught or that you can learn. So before I answer you, Snoxolene, I just want you to take time out and be humble enough to know that being educated doesn't mean that you know everything. It doesn't mean that things that are real are not real, because in your education, those things were not covered. I'm going to be quick because I don't want to spend too much time. First of all, you wrote a status and you deleted my comment when I was answering you. The status that you just wrote this morning. And here are two things that you need to know. Ne? You were talking about human rights and how everyone has a right, and even if it's criminals, etc., etc. And your friend Ayanda was wanting to debate with me about this, but I just didn't have the energy. And I'm not even debating right now, I'm telling you. In fact, take it as a free lesson. People who are in South Africa illegally are criminals. Yes, they have human rights, but with every right, even in the Constitution, there are limitations. Supramani, Addington Hospital, the same hospital that we're in right now, was denied access to healthcare because Other people had been on the list before him, but he knew that his time was running out and he needed to live. But because there wasn't enough machines for dialysis, so when they couldn't put him on top of the list, he had to wait like everyone else. Unfortunately, he waited until he passed away, because the right to life has also got limitations, and that limitation is resources. There were not enough resources for him to get pushed to the front and put everyone else in the back. A South African, mind you. Now we're saying that we've got limited resources in the country, and we've got too many people who are not from South Africa trying to gain access to those resources. Even the Constitution talks about the resources being limited. So I don't understand, what do you mean ukuthi everyone has a right? But that right is subject to availability of those resources. There are no pills, there are no beds in the hospitals. That's why we're not saying no to your human rights. We're saying go to a private hospital, which is a hospital where you can even jump on the bed for all we care. We don't care. You can do whatever you want in a private hospital. It's your money. But you're not going to allow people to come here, recruit each other from all over the world, saying there's free things in South Africa, because they are definitely not free. So please stop talking about human rights as if you know what the fight is about, because it's not even about that. There's nobody's human rights that are being infringed on. Every hospital here in South Africa has about 3 or 4 more that are private hospitals that a person can go to. So all we're saying is people must go to private hospital as required. A foreigner who comes to a foreign land has to have medical insurance because they need to go to a private hospital. It's standard procedure in every other country. Why do you want to make it seem like here in South Africa it's something that's hurtful or that's xenophobic or hurting other people's human rights? That's not true. Now lastly, because I did say I don't want to make this too long. You mentioned something about minors in South Africa having rights, and that's why they were given food. And you've been bragging about this master's in journalism for all to hear and see. And for someone who's got a master's in journalism, it's embarrassing that you wouldn't know that those minors did not get the food because the police said they want to smoke them out. And they did in fact smoke them out. They had to come out of the hole in order to get food. Some of them ended up dying because the right to life was limited by the fact that they need to do the right thing, which is to stop illegal mining and come out. Are you sure you've got a master's in journalism when you didn't even know something so basic and you're using it to brag on social media? Girl, you can do better. You can do better. Stop gaslighting people and making it seem like their realities are not real. People are dying in South Africa on floors because they don't have access to healthcare. They don't have access to medication. They don't have access to proper places to get their dialysis or whatever it is that they need. So please stop making it seem like South Africans are cruel for asking for a good healthcare that they deserve by taxpayers' money, that they deserve by being citizens of this country. Musani ukuzenza ngcono, guys.
Ya, ivideo yokugcina le bengiyifaka. Ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la ku comment section ngizweni ukuthi kuthini ukubona kwakho konke lento ekhulunyiwe kusuka kummeli indaba lo South African Human Rights Commission, udaba lonke nje lo daba olukhulunywe ngalo la. Ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho. Ngiyawafunda kama comment futhi ngiyayijabulela indlela esixoxa ngayo lapha comment section oba siyahloniphana. Ixhwanguxhwangu siphila nazo. Bakhona ke nabantu abangakaze bathola uthando, funa sibabekezelele, abakaze bathande ngisho makubo. Manje uyambona ngeke vele uthuka abantu ongabazi, vele ubathuke nje. Ngoba noma ngathiwa sisho into ongayithandi, noma kuthiwa ikuphambene imbono, kuphambene imbono, isikhathi ukusithuka usithukela ini? Bakhona ke abantu ovela ubone ukuthi inkinga yikubo la asuka khona. Funa sibabekezelele nabantu abanjalo, sibazi ukuthi bakhona. Njengoba sikhuliswe emakhaya angefani nje. Abanye abantu azange babe nenhlahla ukuba nabazali abazobafundisa. Abanye abantu abazange babe nenhlahla ukuphila nabanye abantu nje bafunde. Yingakho ngithi abantu abashoda ngothando siba accommodate la. Omunye ngiyangibatshela ukuthi hayi khulileka kule channel siyakuthanda. Ungazulwe nathi ungasazi. Ungaqhamuka usithuka nje ngoba sisho into ongayithandi. Ukuthi wena uyithandi thina siyayithanda lo nto leyo. Ngihlezi ngisho ngithi ukuphambana kwembono akusho ukuthi sixabene, kusho ukuthi kuphambene imbono. Yingakho ke ngikucizelela lokho ukuthi le nhlonipho esinayo na indlela esiqhuba ngayo la ku-comment section sengathi singayibamba lapho yinhle kakhulu, ngiyayithanda. Mina nawe kasidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Cela ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike, usubscribe. Ngiyabonga.